Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan on this very stormy Miami night. How are you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm fantastic. Been a good week. So this is my last week of freedom before I start the job, so
Oh,
I'm trying to enjoy it.
pain. But congrats on that. It has been a relatively good week as well. I mean, it's only Wednesday, so it could go downhill tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Nah, it's going up from here.
I'll say it's an eventful week. I'll say
Mm, mm,
that.
mm.
um, so for in the trenches, there isn't much, honestly. Um, I would say it is a slow news for NXT because I guess nobody's like leaking stuff anymore, or anybody is like uh giving out scoops, giving out free game to these
Yeah,
reporters. So and there's no COVID outbreak, so nothing's really going on NXT. Um, Besides, we got In Your House happening on June 13th.
yes, in your house too.
Let's you think we're gonna get a Great American Bash as well later this year?
I don't see why not. I could see that being
Yeah, right.
yeah, a USA special.
Yeah, like that being like the staples for just like In Your House and Great
Yeah,
American Bash.
yeah,
Oh, and Halloween Havoc. But I think
yeah. They should definitely bring Halloween Havoc back for sure.
yeah. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. There should be some cool matches on there. I think we already got a glimpse of like what we might be getting on the show. Like Balor carrying the rematch might happen there.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens with all of that. We have several weeks till that happens. I think just about 4 weeks, right?
yeah. We got 4 weeks.
So NXT is on the road to In Your House. It should be interesting. Um, so Blood and Guts happened last week, and it ended in very unspectacular fashion. And Jericho went on his Talk is Jericho podcast and decided to talk about it. I'll tell you right now, he said a whole lot of nothing. And honest, it's been a week now. Let's be really real. None of that was Jericho's fault.
Yeah, we definitely got preface that it wasn't Jericho's fault.
So him trying to make like excuses for it, well, or just trying to explain what happened, like it doesn't really matter because like the presentation was bad and like the presentation is like not your fault.
Yeah.
Um Jericho talks about like the production dudes meeting with the stunt men and stuff like that. Those dudes should have like really like checked it because Jericho didn't do he said he didn't do like a practice jump.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't do one. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do one either.
But we seen Vince do one, you know
You
what
know
I
what I mean?
mean? But like I feel like somebody should have did a practice bump or like just to see what it would look like. And I think everybody should have just took a step back and be like, like evaluate it.
I wish they would have just like shot it from the side, bro. If you would have shot that from the side, it would have looked fine. I think.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of things that could improve that whole thing. I think like I said it last week, like if the crash pad was like a little deeper, so
Yeah,
he can actually like go through it, that would have been fine. So, like make him like disappear and then, shoot it from like different angle. He says that it was originally going to be Sammy Guevara that took the bump. And I was just like,
which we
why would you
said.
do that? Why would you do that?
Was
I
he
would
willing to take that bump?
um I think he would have took it if Jericho was just like I don't want to do it. But
I
I
know
think
100% he would take. He would have took that.
yeah, I just think like it works more if Jericho took it because
Yeah,
like that's where MJF like hatred truly lies. Um but yeah, he's trying to explain and I guess like better the situation. Like what happened is like it is what it is. Like what's done is done. Like surely, we wish wish you could go back and see something else, but it is what it is, man. Like honestly, it's not Jericho's fault. So like
no, so that's why I don't feel like he felt the need to explain himself, and
yeah.
that's one of my complaints about AEW often is that they're so reactive to what the fans saying. They're wrestlers. Tony
Too
Khan
tapped in.
himself, yeah, they're too tapped. They're like, yo, like you don't have to explain yourself. You don't. Your fans are gonna watch the show. Even Jericho said it. He said 1 million people watch the show.
Yeah.
And so what? So what if 3,000 people were bothered by it? Like,
yeah,
you don't have to talk about it.
like it was like it's fine. Just, just
do better.
Just just do better with the production because the episode this week is like fucking atrocious. And then AEW will be officially going first back on the road, and they're gonna have a show in Miami.
You pulling up? Is it time?
I don't know. So I would guys, I absolutely would. Like I can pay and go to an AEW show. My thing is that like their COVID policy is like we're gonna do whatever the state, kind of just like demands, or like, if like the COVID laws are different, and I think they're gonna have a show in Dallas, like, just like different precautions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I would be fine, but I don't want to like be in a full crowd. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I am
even if it is outdoors.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's outdoors. I forgot what venue they said that it was. But I've been there though. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might make like an impulsive and like reactionary like decision and just like buy the ticket. But like we'll see what happens then.
You know what's interesting? Did you read about NXT? They're opening up more seats inside the CWC, but they're requiring testing, requiring even if you're vaccinated, they said they're requiring everybody get tested to come in first.
That's great. That's fantastic.
I like that. That's
if AEW wants to pull something like that, like sure, I'll go.
Yeah, if you think it's possible with the amount of people they're trying to get in their buildings, though, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And honestly, still you could walk into a building without COVID and then walk out with it. But like I'm vaccinated, so I'm not like too scared about it. But like I don't want to be like in full crowd.
Yeah, it's just the anxiety of it all. It's just
So we'll see how I'm feeling when tickets go up live on Friday. If I'm just like just like double mask it, then like I'll go. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, they'll be going back on the road. That's cool. They're gonna have, I believe, they're gonna have like 3 shows on the tour. Like it's a very small tour.
Yeah, I think it's Miami. I think two shows in Miami and one in Texas, or is it one in Miami?
2 shows in Miami.
Maybe there's 2 in Texas and 1 in Miami. I think that might be it. That makes more sense.
Texas.
Texas is huge. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably I'll give it some thought, honestly.
Yeah.
But I saw I just saw like their COVID policy or like what's gonna be like for attendance, and I was just like, I don't really know, big fella. And then like recording the show, like how we're gonna like, I'm gonna record the show, and then like, no, I'm gonna come back from home from the show and be like, all right, let's record. It would be like goddamn midnight.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, we can't do that.
Absolutely not. So we might just, if I do go, we'll just like do the episode later. So that's cool. And so with that said, that is it for In the Trenches. And Quan said that he wants to talk about AEW first this week.
I requested it.
Yeah, and NXT has been going first for a minute, so we're gonna give AEW the first go. So let's get into it.
My wife will give birth to a beautiful white, a beautiful black American princess who will have both identities, shun neither, and I want her to know I want her to know I didn't just lay down under another man's flag. I didn't just have this defeatist attitude when somebody ran down the United States. I got up off my ass and I fought back.
I thought this episode was abysmal. I really thought this episode was terrible. Like, I would say Miro and Darby Allin kind of brought it back in the end, but like this episode.
I think in ring wise, the show was fine. There were no particularly bad matches. I did like the fact that almost all the matches besides the women's match, which that's another thing, but besides the women's match, all kind of had a purpose for the most part. So I did appreciate that. But everything outside of those, the in-ring action, you missed me with all that.
I would definitely say like the in-ring is a highlight of this episode, but like not a major one.
Yeah.
Because everything that was not wrestling related was kind of bad. I really did not enjoy it. So first I wanted to start with Pac versus Orange Cassidy. So Orange Cassidy takes a sit-out power bomb and is literally not standing for at least 5 minutes. And they thought that it would be AEW thought it would be really, really smart to do a picture of Orange Cassidy not being able to stand on his 2 feet. Dog, I would have went to a full commercial break and got some fucking doctors out there. I thought that match was insanely irresponsible. And then we have Kenny Omega coming out to do the distraction. He hits Pac in the back with the title belt. And then the match ends in a double count out.
Yeah. Which we thought was an audible initially, but it seems like according to Meltzer said straight up, no, this was the plan all along.
And he is also very close to AEW, and AEW honestly likes to lie about people not being hurt.
Yeah, they have a record.
Like what is it? Alex Reynolds, who was absolutely knocked out. And then they were just like, nah, he's fine. And then a couple months later, he says that like, I was knocked out.
Yep.
Like, it's absolutely insane. And then for them to call for the triple threat, dog, is Orange Cassidy even good? Yeah. You didn't notice that you don't see Orange Cassidy after they announced the triple threat.
You don't see him at all. Nope.
Like the camera's not on him at all. You're calling for a triple threat. Is he even good to go? I just would have did Kenny Omega versus Pac. It was a great match the first time.
Well, all right, look. So I'll give him a little bit. Look, they could always just take him out the match if he can't go. If this was the original plan anyway, which I mean, we're gonna get into the booking of that, but if this was the original plan anyway, and he can't go, they can just say, oh, they can show him, laid out backstage and say, oh yeah, he can't compete. So I mean,
okay,
but but the fact, I understand what you're saying though. Like, it was kind of irresponsible. I mean, we're not medical experts, but it looked for the way he landed. How he didn't get up after that.
Like, we're not medical experts, but we're not stupid. Dude has not stood up for a solid like 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah,
something's not right here. We never saw him walk to the back.
Nope.
We never saw him stand up on his 2 feet again. And so, like, they can just be like, next week, because Double or Nothing is coming up soon. They could have just been like, okay, we're gonna take him out the match. He's not cleared to compete. Nigga, I know he's not cleared. So why even announce a triple threat? And honestly, I would have just took him out just for his safety, period. And then you could easily just do the story where it was just like, I was robbed of blah, blah, blah. And then he gets his one-on-one match with Kenny Omega. They could always do the match again when he's good.
Also, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care for a triple threat match. That not with them, not with those three competitors.
Exactly.
That is this really weird dynamic.
You have the comedy guy, and then you have the good wrestler, and then you have the mid wrestler, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is insane. Like, this is insane booking, and like they want to keep both. Like, I don't know how this keeps both of them strong, but like this feels like what they were trying to do.
Yeah, it felt very, very current day Raw. That's what it felt like. That like as soon as they were both down, I said, yeah, this is going to be a double count out, which is going to lead to a triple threat match, which is something they would do on Raw. That's literally Raw, a Raw finish.
And once you hit 1 million, you just become Monday Night Raw.
It felt like, you ain't lying, because this episode felt like a episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it felt this episode was terrible. But next, we had SCU versus the Bucks. They have a match, and I don't think it's anything that we haven't really seen before from either, because they've wrestled each other like 1 million times. So like this isn't a not. It's just like, if you've seen SCU, or what were they called before that?
Weren't they always at SCU?
No, I don't think so. No, like in ROH, were they just called Christopher Daniels?
They were SCU in ROH.
They were SCU in ROH too?
Yeah,
they were. They had a different name. But people bled. There was a lot of
bleeding. You bleeding heavy.
There was a lot of breaking up pins. I thought they did that a little too much. The Bucks once again trying to be, I don't even know if they're trying to be funny or serious, but they do the Shawn Michaels
I'm sorry, I love you.
Yeah, with the terrible facials, and I just rolled my fucking eyes. I thought one of the coolest spots was when like Christopher Daniels was just like bleeding at his feet. I thought that was cool.
On the Jordans?
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
That was cool. That was cool. Cool visual.
Yeah, that was a cool visual. And then that's about it.
So, SCU loses. So the stipulation was that they put on themselves for some reason is that if they lose, they break up. And my issue was with how immediately after the match was over, we did like, this is another complaint of mine about AEW is that they don't let moments breathe sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like they've been building this storyline since the beginning of the year about, SCU loses, they're going to break up. And then they lose. And they go straight to a different angle immediately, right after the match ends.
Yeah, I thought like you're having an insane, like, SCU just broke up. These are a tag team that's been around for a really long time. They are about to break up, and they said, "Now we gotta go see Moxley and Kingston throwing around the Elite's laundry."
Yeah,
for fucking what? And then they cut back to the arena and everybody's chanting SCU, and it's just like, what the fuck are they chanting SCU for? Because we didn't see anything.
We didn't see anything.
And then we go back, then they go to commercial, and then we come back, and then we see the moment that we should have seen before they went to commercial.
Yeah. They could have easily did the trash in the locker room segment after the commercial.
Yeah,
there's no need to do that.
Like, who's producing this show? Like, this shit is terrible.
It didn't make much sense. Like, they don't let shit breathe. It happened again later on in the show too. But
yeah, and it happens in the main event.
Yeah,
and then let's talk about that right now. So Miro and Darby Allin, they have a match. I thought the match was really nice, especially towards the end.
Yeah, good match.
Like, I would say, I was just like, all right, it was whatever to me. And then I think once Darby Allin fist bumped Sting, that's when like the match just like skyrocketed, like the stock went up, and it just like went 1,000,000 miles per hour after that. And I thought that was like a good sprint to the end.
That bump he took into the wall looked nasty.
Oh yeah,
he got to chill out, man. He really got to chill out. I know he's young. How old is he? Is he still in the 20s?
Probably.
Look how old to do this, bro.
But yeah, Darby Allin took a lot of nasty spots. I think one of the nasty shits was when he did the like running tope to Miro, he bumps into Miro, and then he just like bounces off like 6 feet away from him. I was just like, holy shit. Some things I didn't really like about the match. Like everything is overbooked. So on the show we have 3 interferences. We got Kenny Omega hitting Pac with the title. Then we got the Good Brothers distracting Aubrey Edwards during the Bucks and SCU match. And then we have Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky like running an interference during a commercial break, actually, which makes it even hilarious. But I thought the match was solid. I thought the match was cool. Miro wins his first title belt in AEW, and then boom, smash cut. Sting is fighting Sky and Page, and it was just like,
and then Archer comes out,
and then Lance Archer, who hasn't been on the show in fucking forever, comes out.
I don't.
And then he's like Sting is brawling on the outside. Lance Archer's coming out, and he's like staring at Miro, who he's never interacted with till this moment.
Unless it was on Dark and we missed it.
Oh well, Mr. Dedicated, tell me.
I'm gonna keep it. I have not watched Dark these last 2 I couldn't tell you, but
this is like insane. Like the booking and pasting on the show is like awful.
Let it breathe, bro. Like Darby, this is the first match Darby Allin lost all year.
Yeah,
make that a big deal.
Darby Allin just lost the title. He is no longer the face of TNT. Now it's Miro, and then there's chaos just happening all around. I don't know how that is an exciting end to the episode,
especially when they do it so much.
Yeah, especially when they do it so much. Like I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. And something else that is insanely ridiculous was this nationalist, damn near fascist promo by Cody talking about, what is it? How the American dream, the 2 kids in the white picket fence, him having a mixed baby.
Cyrus, let me tell you something. That promo was a piece of history. I'd never been moved like that. I wasn't ready for it. I can't wait until my biracial daughter is old enough to understand that promo. All right.
And to that, I say, you better hope your child don't come out dark, because she's going to understand that promo in a very different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew shit was going downhill when the crowd started chanting USA. Like,
I would hit a transcript of the whole promo. Oh my god,
dog, that promo was insanely uncomfortable. I might just put some. I might throw the whole promo into the show, dog.
What was that?
That shit was, dog. I felt assault. Like I was scared. I was scared. Like that shit absolutely felt like a microaggression.
You know what sucks? This is the impact that Trump had. He made pro America promos sound bad now. It's almost like a heel promo now. Remember when the pro America promo was like, no, the easy.
Yeah, that was the easiest thing you could do.
Yeah.
But like this is like the reverse gender promo. Like I don't know how can you like this promo.
The wild part is my timeline didn't seem like they liked it too much. I mean, obviously the AEW like diehards, they'd be like, yeah, that was the greatest promo since hard times. But
I saw since hard times. Nah, I saw a lot of AEW tryhard was just like, oh, like come on, the American foreigner thing in 2021.
That's what bothered me.
What the fuck are you doing?
I told you. I said that a couple weeks ago. Like, I pray they don't make Anthony Ogogo foreign heel. In 2021. First of all, we know it never. Once he loses, it's over. Like that.
Yeah.
Which he's gonna lose.
I'm glad that when I looked at the AEW tweet, when they like tweeted clips of the promo, I'm glad that I saw more often than not like people saying that like this promo is insanely tone deaf.
Yeah.
And I absolutely agree. This like that promo is not a good one. And also, I want to get a little spicy real quick.
Talk about it.
A lot of people, a lot of white people I know that was watching AEW were fairly silent and did not have a comment on that promo. What's up with that? Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that? Cause y'all was just tweeting about Moxley and Yuji Nagata being the best thing since sliced bread. Like soon as AEW does something funky, I can't tweet nothing. What's up with that?
You know what that's about, man.
Like, what is this shit, man?
Hey, I'll tell you what. Look, Florida can remind you you're in Florida because as soon as that man mentioned the country Pakistan, the boos came. Did you hear the boos immediately? As soon as he said Pakistan,
insane.
The boos. Mind you, they're in the Jaguar Stadium with the man from Pakistan who started. I love Florida, man. Never change.
Dog, AEW crowd is stupid. Stupid. Absolutely dumb.
Oh, man.
And then mentioning Pakistan with the shit that is going on.
Yeah.
Right now, globally. You want to talk about that? What the fuck is going like that? Dog, this episode of AEW is very irresponsible.
Was that contender for worst promo of the year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That promo, like, just like delivery, fine. Subject matter, probably one of the worst things ever. And I think since it was delivered so well, that also worries me. This is an insane promo. Like, I don't.
Oh, you know for sure in about, I'm gonna say by 2028, whatever the hell the next election is. Look, don't be surprised
if Cody is running. Oh, Cody, he already said he wanted to get into politics.
Yeah, don't be surprised. Nobody be surprised.
And the way he's cutting promos like that, shit, he might as well just be mayor of Georgia or whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
That promo was sick. That shit was disgusting. I mean, I can't believe it.
That was nasty. I look. I want to see Meltzer flip this so bad. I want to hear what he has to say.
Oh my lord!
I can't wait to hear how he flips this one. I can't. I'm gonna be glued to what Meltzer said on Twitter. I'm glued, baby. I can't wait.
I don't think anything good is gonna be said.
Oh, I can't
wait. Like, and I mean that as if like it's gonna be praised. And I think that's terrible. That is
gonna praise it.
That promo is very worrying. And then we're gonna move on to another terror.
Before we even do that,
go ahead.
We forgot to mention the guy in the Black Lives Matter shirt in the crowd.
Oh my god, dog! Cody said blacks, and then they cut to the white dude in his all Black Lives Matter shirt, no mask on, man. Standing, clapping. Dog, there's not even a black person in that crowd. Insane. And then also, before we move on, I want to sprinkle in this other thing. He said that his daughter is going to have a white and black baby. What happened to all that Cuban shit? All those people that were supporting him being on the Spanish Heritage poster. His kid black and white now? What's up with that? That's kind of crazy. It's almost like Cody identifies as white.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is maybe we gotta give Deadspin a chance, man. Maybe we got to hear Deadspin out. They might have been onto something. I mean, I've been saying it for years, but you know what I mean?
Deadspin, that Deadspin article came out. People were pissed, and then Cody proved them right the next week. Cody absolutely did not have to be on the show cutting a promo like that. But we gonna move on to the Pinnacle and Inner Circle segment. So first, Sammy Guevara tries to cut a promo acting hard, saying that he is going to turn whatever the fuck the segment they're calling it and turn it into a funeral. And then Oh, they also mentioned that Santana's in jail for stabbing MJF.
Mind you, MJF pushed a man off a fucking cage. Pushed the man off a
Okay.
cage on real steel. But the fork was the problem.
Oh, okay. He got sent to jail over. Oh,
I'm not mad at that. You know, I'm not even mad at that. That's fine. I just thought it was
oh
funny.
fuck! It's just so fucking stupid. Um, and so now we get to the segment, and then they're talking about how they shitted on the inner circle. They won blood and guts. Sean Spears is a Canadian legend. Ha ha.
Canadian legend.
Yeah. And then Tully Blanchard is just like, man, I got y'all some nice ass watches. So whenever you look at that watch, remember you won the blood and guts match. And I was just like, they didn't even show what the watches look like.
You know what they was. You got them the fossil joints.
Them shits was the fucking Burger King Simpson watches.
And they got him a G-Shock.
Fucking weak ass Casio, bruh. Embarrassing.
You know what's funny about this promo at this point? So at this point, I completely tuned out this promo because every time Pinnacle comes on TV, I just don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like I don't care when Pinnacle comes on the TV. They're just 5 guys in suits that you know whatever. But I wasn't paying attention until Tully Blanchard said he got 5 of the baddest joints from Jacksonville in that ring, and I looked at that. Look, I looked in there. I said, "That's the 5 baddest joints in Jacksonville."
That's Jacksonville.
That was like out there.
That's what. Hey, I lived in Jacksonville for 2 years.
That's the best they had to offer.
That's the best Jacksonville has to offer.
Shit.
Also, they had girls kissing on AEW. I'm pretty sure their main American demographic not gonna like that one. But so they're cutting a promo and then there's beeping for like 2 minutes. Dog, cut the fucking camera and show where the beeping is coming from. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought it was Sue too.
I thought Sue was pulling up.
I thought it was Sue, and I thought it was that truck that the FTR was driving. The pickup truck joint, and I was just like, did these niggas steal that shit again? Damn. They got a fork and a bobby pin and just open your shit up. So the inner circle is driving a truck. Looks very it looked like a mini fire truck.
Yeah.
And it has the inner circle on it, and it has a little bit of the bubbly, and you can see that Sammy Guevara has like a turret of some such.
You know, it looked like the you ever been like on the beach on the pier, and they got little games on the side where you
it's like it's like a carnival joint.
Yeah, a water shooter.
And I was just like, oh, okay. Are they gonna like spread like? I was just like, okay, they're gonna spray him just like the Austin segment, which I thought y'all wasn't trying to do sports entertainment stuff. Must be nice. And then Chris Jericho comes out. His arm is hurt. I think they said he dislocated his elbow. That's cool. But why the fuck are you here? Sell the match, bro. Are you insane?
He didn't need to be on the show. That's another thing with AEW. Sometimes they feel the need to put people on the show. Like Cody didn't need to be on the show, Jericho didn't need to be on the show, and Sting did not need to be on the show. They don't need you guys they don't need to do that every single week. They got their million views. The challenge isn't on anymore, so they're gonna be number 1 on Wednesdays until maybe playoff basketball starts.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what I mean? Like they don't need to do this every week with these guys. It's not necessary.
When I heard Jericho's voice, I was just like, "Talk, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Like, sell like the bare minimum shit. Just sell the match. AEW can't even do that.
They can't. They won't let you breathe, bro.
And then the inner circle sprays them with champagne or water, gives a shit. And then now we're gonna get the Stadium Stampede at Double or Nothing. So we go from blood and guts to just a regular street fight. Now,
that's what they said. It was going to be the start of the feud. I'm not, but I'll be honest with you. I like Stadium Stampede last year. I think they can do it again. But unfortunately, I don't think the competitors in this Stadium Stampede were as good as the competitors of the last year's Stadium Stampede.
Yeah.
But I think they could probably pull something off. It'll be entertaining. I hope it's better than Blood and Guts.
Oh, I hope they can make a moment like they tried to do at Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
But then also I would just like to say, when people really got pissed when Edge and Randy Orton had the last man standing match, and then they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna beat your ass in a regular wrestling match. And then people were very upset about that. Where's that energy, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd all that energy go? And mind you, I think the Stadium Stampede is gonna be fun. Like it'll be
it's fun.
It's gonna be a nice wind down from whatever match that it's gonna follow. But like, I just think it's weird that they kind of didn't start with this. Like, I definitely think, like, I don't know. I feel like War Games not ending the feud, it's kind of like wild to me. And that's why I also think that like the exploding like death match that Omega and Moxley had, like, how did that not end the feud? Like, why are you guys still fighting?
Well, it seems like they kind of moved on to the Bucks.
Yeah, and then they randomly move on to the Bucks. And
is that thunder?
Yes, it is. It is very stormy out here.
Okay, be safe.
I'll be fine.
That sounded intense.
So, like you mentioned, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, they're gonna have a match versus the Bucks at Double or Nothing. I don't know why, and I'm very puzzled at like the Bucks just beating everybody else in the tag team division. Like there's no real reason for it.
I mean, their number one contenders are the Varsity Blondes, if that says anything about what's going on in that tag division right
now. and then they're number one on the board right now, and they're not going to be at the pay-per-view.
No, ain't nobody paying to see that.
No, I'm just saying the ranking system is stupid. I'm just sprinkling that in there. And then to end the main topics, Yuji Nagata and Jon Moxley have a match. Jon Moxley retains. This match was very slow and hard hitting. Yeah. If that is up your alley, then the match is cool.
It was cool. How do you feel about Wild Thing? I saw mixed reactions on it. I thought it was fine. I like that AEW is willing to use licensed music for their wrestlers.
I think licensed music is cool if you use cool licensed music.
You not feeling a Wild Thing?
No, I like the original Moxley theme.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
you're like honestly, you're spending the bag on a song that doesn't really fit this character.
I mean, how old is Moxley?
I don't know, but he's old. Like probably
that's what I'm saying.
Like 33, some shit.
He's not no damn 43.
No, 33. I don't think he's that old.
Moxley's not 33 years old.
I don't think Moxley's that old.
Hold it, Jon Moxley.
Okay, but Wild Thing, no. I probably would have went like with a more like hardcore song, I guess. Probably like some. How old is he?
Moxley's younger than I thought he was. He's 35. I thought he was way older. I thought he was way older than that.
Yeah, I was about to say 36, but I was just like, no, he's probably younger than that.
Okay.
I probably would have went like Alice in Chain, probably like Metallica or just something just
a little more hardcore.
Yeah, that fits his character a lot more, especially if he's like crazy deathmatch, Death Rider, whatever shit.
I mean, some people were saying was an Onita tribute. I don't know.
That's cool, but
whatever.
I don't think it fits Moxley though. So.
Every time I hear Wild Thing, I just think of like Full House and Uncle Jesse was singing Wild Thing, and it's kind of like it kind of just kills the vibe for me.
Yeah, but cool if he wants to pay a tribute, but I don't really think it fits his character. If that.
And I hope Yuji Nagata didn't do one match. I hope they like recorded some matches for like Elevation or something with him. I hope he didn't come all the way to Florida just to do one match.
Shit, you remember we thought Ryo Mizunami was only in one match and they just like shoved her on Elevation for like weeks.
They must have recorded like 10 matches for her.
Yeah,
like 1 week. They're like, you can get your matches in.
Yeah, I was just like, get your reps in. But
I think Nagata did strong this week though too. I think he did New Japan strong as well. So maybe
he did New Japan strong. I think last week it was a
okay.
tag match with Moxley. And like a tag match against Moxley was like some other people. I know it was Chris Dickinson, and
I don't remember who Nagata's teammate was.
Yeah, I don't watch New Japan. So that's it for the main topics. Let's get into these quick hits. Thunder Rosa wrestles a person.
Jasmine Allure, which is the most porn star I've heard this week.
You're not wrong.
Is that a porn star name? I guarantee you, if I type that in Pornhub right now,
you're gonna get something. What else? Commentary mentions the unsanctioned lights out match, and they told us that Thunder Rosa wins, and how she's like, it kind of just like reminds me that like, hey man, yeah, she did win that match.
And then nothing happened after that.
Yeah, and they rewarded her with nothing after. And then
elevation matches.
And then they want to trick you and be like, well, Britt Baker earned it because she had all these spots on fucking shows that you didn't watch.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit, man?
And then when I bring that up on internet, people are like, well, she signed the NWA. Then why did you have her win the match? It just
exactly.
It blew my mind.
Bad booking.
It just blew my mind what they're doing with that women's division. But I do understand. I do want Britt Baker to be the champion. I just don't like how they got her. I don't like how they got her there and how they did Thunder Rosa.
Just this women's division is ridiculous.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm. And then speaking of Britt Baker, she has a segment where she apparently like ran up on Tony Khan at a photo shoot with Hikaru Shida, and I was just like, oh, cool, more shit that we didn't see.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of shit that's not happening on the show.
You gotta be tapped in, like me.
Like, tapped in. Like, when the fuck did this like show? Like, when the fuck was this premiere?
I don't think it showed. I think it was like one of those, like like when NXT does. Oh, earlier today this happened. I think it was
okay.
I don't think it happened on any of like the other online shows.
Yeah, and they're talking about like Hikaru Shida, and I was just like, dog, we haven't seen her in fucking weeks. Like, we haven't seen her wrestling in weeks, bruh. Yeah. Just take the fucking title off her.
Please, I'm begging you.
I think Heyman Page versus Brian Cage at Double or Nothing. I thought this promo was really good. I just wish Dark Order wasn't a part of it. Yeah. Hangman Page is insanely serious and like is cutting like a damn good promo. And then John Silver was just like, "Oh my god, you mentioned the pay-per-view. Wow, that was great." Yeah, wow.
Like, you know what it did?
Shut
like
the fuck up.
They really like they play him with a bunch of dorks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the Dork Order from now on. In my eyes, they're a bunch of dorks. Is by proxy Hangman
making him look like a loser, bro.
Yeah, get away from those guys. Get him away from those guys, please, because it's not helpful. Like I keep harping back on just like where he was a year ago to now.
It's hard. Like, it's hard not to, because he was everybody's favorite then. And now you have him slumming up with the Dark Order, who can't even let his fucking promos breathe.
Yo, I would like look forward to Hangman Page segments last year. Now I don't even care. I don't care anymore. Like, they made me just not care about this man.
When they cut the Hangman Page in the back and I see like 12 motherfuckers around him, I'm just like, oh Lord, 12 corny motherfuckers. Like, Dark Order sucks, man. And you remember when they were on top of the world at the top of the year?
Yeah.
It's a shame how AEW does their booking. And then still with AEW's bad booking, we have this Jade Cargill story where they're just like, is she going to sign with somebody? And then for 2 weeks now, she's been like, no, I don't need anybody. So why is the story still going?
I think eventually she's going to go to somebody. I wonder who it's going to be.
But like, why? She said she said for 2 weeks now that she does not want to sign to anybody. She doesn't need anybody because she is a bad bitch. And then we like, why are we doing this?
Outside of story, I think she's a strong talker too. I don't think she really needs a manager at all.
Yeah, she absolutely doesn't need a manager. So why are we having this give her a manager story? I thought this shit was so weird. But hopefully she gets better in ring, and then we could probably see her on the show. Is there anything else on AEW that we missed? I think that's the whole show.
I think we went through the whole show, and
Yeah, the show was terrible.
it was a show. All right.
Yeah, it was. This was a show. I think that Miro and Darby Allin was a really good match, and that's probably like it.
I liked Yuji Nagata Moxley. It was fun.
It was cool.
I mean, for Yuji. Did you hear what Jim Ross was like? Yuji Nagata wants to wrestle till he's 70. The way he's looking at 53, I don't know, bro.
I mean, shit, he's sure wrestling the pace of a 60-year-old. I mean, 70-year-old. So, shit, maybe. If he, it's whatever. I don't plan on watching Yuji Nagata matches when he's 70 anyway.
You was born in 1968. That's not even a lie either. You dead ass born in 1968.
Yeah, Yuji Nagata old as shit. So let's get into NXT.
The phone. You can't have an auction without Cameron Grimes. Alan, is that right? 2 million? Go ahead and put me down.
All right, sir. Just have a seat, please. We'll get it going.
2 million, that's no problem.
And we're out of the gate at $2 million, ladies and gentlemen. 2 million. It'll be 2,250,000. Yep, 2,250,000, and now 2,005,000.
Why is he talking so fast?
And now 2,750,000. New blood in the back, and 3 million. 3 million. Thank you. 3,250,000, sir. Thank you.
Just put your paddles down.
3,250,000 and 3,005,000. 3,005,000. 750.
Alan, can you slow down?
4 million, sir. 4 million. 4,250,000. 4,250,000, and now 4,005,000. 4,005,000. Thank you. 4,005,000. 4,750,000, and 5 million. Your turn again, sir. Just like checkers. His turn. Your turn. 5 million in the back at 5,250,000. 5,005,000. What about a 5,005,000 bid?
Which one of y'all keeps bidding?
I thought this episode of NXT really used everybody that they fucking had. I think the only people that aren't here are a lot of the tag team women. Dexter Loomis.
Cool.
What's his name? LA Knight is not on the show. And then that's about it. Like our regulars aren't there.
Yeah.
So I thought it was nice that everybody.
You know who else wasn't there?
Roger Strong.
Your boy Drake wasn't there.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So we talked about Drake Warts. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drake Younger, Drake Words, whatever you want to call him.
We talked about him not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and basically like if they should fire him or not. And I think they're doing what they are doing to Velveteen Dream, which is just like making them a street memory, just keeping them in cold ice. A referee tweeted, "It was nice filling in for NXT." I was like, "Oh, filling in, eh?" So he's not here, so everybody could rejoice. I feel like everybody's just gonna go ape shit if he like shows up again, but let's just pray.
Do you want to hear what he was doing on Tuesday night?
What was he doing on Tuesday night?
According to Cultaholic.com, WWE referee Drake Wirtz was not featured on yesterday's edition of NXT because he attended a school board meeting for Seminole County Public Schools instead. During the meeting, Wirtz took to the podium and argued the superintendent should repeal face mask mandate in the county, and once again cited the conspiracy theory that masks play into the hands of predators that want to prey upon children. So, he's still on that one. That's what he was doing with his time.
Get this motherfucker out of here, man. This man is using his PTO to go spread conspiracy theories. Fuck this
About
guy.
Hypothetical, child predators. Mind you, he might be working with some hypothetical child predators.
Yeah.
Talk
about ass backwards.
I mean, they might be right in front of your face, man. I don't know.
Let's hope we don't see him again. Or let's hope he's fully dedicated and wants to spend his Tuesday nights doing this instead of being on NXT.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you want to make a social change, I guess.
Yeah. And then people can stop, I can stop seeing the tweets about, Drake Warts here. But with that said, Karrion Kross and Austin Theory have a match.
Speaking of
I thought the match was
Keon
cool.
and possible child predator. Let me stop. I'm playing. Don't do that.
A double header for this match.
Double homicide.
I thought Austin Theory looked very strong here. I like the fall away slam that he did with against Karrion. And you know, WWE likes to do a lot of camera cuts, and I'm very glad that they kept the camera off Karrion Kross and then cut back and he's like already standing back up.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool shot. Karrion Kross chokes out Austin Theory while Johnny Gargano watches. That was sad, man. Johnny Gargano should have been the father that he was and hopped in that bitch.
You know what I mean? Cover him up like
Fuck it.
Kingston did Moxley. Were you surprised at how much offense Theory got in?
No, I thought it was okay. Cause the reason why is because if you don't get a lot of offense in, then Karrion Kross doesn't get to do the I'm indestructible thing.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised that he got that much offense in. I thought the match was cool. I thought the match was alright. Finn Balor comes out at the end and he was just like, fuck it, I ain't waiting. And then Karrion Kross was just like, shit, let's get it. And then Regal will announce when that match happens.
Yeah. I loved Balor just teleporting into the ring.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Other note, I actually wrote notes for NXT because I know I'm gonna forget from going forward because I just can't remember
okay.
shit from Tuesday, and I was a little distracted. But Johnny plays the dad role very well. He's really, really. I think I heard Meals and Justin kind of talk about it on the podcast on the Patreon, and yeah, he does the dad role really, really good.
The family aspect of the way is amazing. I think it's great.
It's really good.
It's really great. Candice LeRae finally like got some character and some gold. Like I'm actually like a huge fan of her now. I like what she's doing with Indy Hartwell and like in this process of like kind of helping people grow, they're growing themselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny Gargano is definitely is having a great character right now. So I think it's working for all parties involved.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good. Next match, we have Raquel Gonzalez versus Mercedes Martinez. I thought the match was okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I definitely think like if it was like on a takeover stage, they probably would have went a lot harder. But Mercedes Martinez definitely succeeded in making her look very strong.
Yeah, please tell you. I want to talk to you about something about Mercedes Martinez. Well, it's just a little anecdote. It's quick about something I experienced. So, Mercedes Martinez is from Waterbury, Connecticut. And let me tell you something about Waterbury, Connecticut. It smells terrible. That is one of the worst smelling towns I've ever been in my life. As soon as I drove into that town, I was like, "What is that smell? It is. How do you live like that? Come on, Waterbury. That's all I had to say.
You just wanted this shit on Waterbury real quick?
That was nasty, man. I've been in Connecticut almost my whole life. I had never been to Waterbury before, and I don't plan on ever going back.
Mercedes Martinez, make a change, man. Just put like an industrial.
I'll tell you what, though, she really from the hood because I ain't seen not one part. No, I ain't seen not one nice part of Waterbury either. It was I ain't seen not one. She from the hood. She ain't lying. She had to get it out the mud, man. She definitely got out the mud, sticks, trees, all that.
So Raquel retains the title. And she gains Mercedes Martinez respect in the process. Mercedes did her job in making Raquel look great.
Yeah.
So, you know,
they were landing in hard too. They were hitting. They were slugging it out.
So I thought that was really great.
Yeah.
Another match where they were laying it in. Pete Dunne versus Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff is trying to get his like pride back and just like run up on anybody.
He ran up on Regal. He tried to
he tore his office up. Hey, disrespectful.
This is the old Regal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if this was the old Regal,
well, man,
he would have got told upside down. Shit. and then he runs up on Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne puts his ass to sleep.
Yep.
I thought that was crazy. I like what they're doing with a lot of the people in that mid card.
Yeah.
Because, like people that aren't like really chasing a title, I think they're doing a lot of great stuff. I would just say I think Pete Dunne, Loomis, and I would say LA Knight are and Grimes are kind of like lacking in that regard because Grimes isn't really in the ring much anymore, but he's doing really good segments.
At least Grimes doing something. I feel like Pete Dunne like Pete Dunne, they don't know what the fuck to do with this guy.
Yeah,
they want him on TV, but they don't know what to do with him. They don't want to put him in title matches yet.
And they keep giving him the mic where he's just like, I want to fight Karrion Kross, and it's just like, oh fucking
pull up there.
Boss up, you know?
Teleport to the ring.
You feel me? Run up on him.
You know what I mean?
Beat Finn up or some shit. I don't know. Like I'm just like, talk about something else. That's like the point I'm at with it. But I do think it is nice to have Pete Dunne on the show. And then also just like Loomis, I know he was just in the North American title program, but like he's no longer on the show. And then LA Knight is kind of just racking up wins at this point.
Yeah.
So just like really a lot of these people are just having matches. I think Swerve and Ruff are like growing a lot. Like they have a lot of character stuff going on, so that's really cool as well. That's about it. That's all I had to say about that. Kyle O'Reilly and Oney Lorcan also have a match. The match was hard, heavy hitting. I thought it was really good. Kyle O'Reilly wins, and then Pete Dunne fucking jumps his ass. And then a wild Bobby Fish appears. I don't know what the fuck they plan on doing with Bobby Fish, but he says he has to handle some things.
I mean,
and I think he's gonna feud with Oni for like breaking his arm.
Was it Oni who broke his arm?
Oh, probably.
I don't remember.
War Games was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
So I thought the moment that they had was really cool. Like they were just like, "Hey man, you know the EU's broke up," and he was like, "Cool man."
It is what it is.
Yeah, I got business to take care of. I'll see you on the other side.
What was the worst breakup? Was it Undisputed Era or the Joe Budden podcast? Which one hurt you worse?
I will go Undisputed Era because I never listened to that fucking podcast. Jesus Christ. What is it? Everybody was like talking about it today, and I was just like, damn, that sucks. And then I was just like, all right, let's keep it moving. Like these motherfuckers are losers, bruh.
I love the drama. I love it.
I'm like, whatever. I'm just like, fight back. Cause like DJ Academic's really been shitting on these motherfuckers
for
a month now.
Ain't no way I'm letting DJ Academic talk. You know what the thing is though? I know we're getting off topic, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's fine.
The thing about DJ Academics is that like he talks shit because he knows he doesn't leave his fucking house. He never leaves his house. He ain't going. He ain't going to be nowhere where Rory or Maul are at ever. He ain't leaving it. So he's gonna keep talking shit on the internet. I mean, that's allegedly, you know, Rory sent his goons over there, some shit, whatever. A lot of dumb shit. But
what goons, bruh?
His little Kappa goons. He got Kappa goons, man.
Because apparently he ain't got no fucking money. So how are you hiring goons?
He got his Kappa goons with him. They're gonna shimmy their asses, you know, in the house.
All I gotta say is only losers lose to Academics. So Rory and Maul, Chance the Rapper, and Vince Mensa, 3 of the biggest losers on earth right now. Another loser would be, sadly, Santos Escobar. It hurts.
Hate to see it.
But I definitely think that let's move him on to main titles, man. Like let him move on to the North American Championship. With that said, I do think that Bronson Reed should win this match, and I think like Escobar should be like his first like main feud.
Oh yeah, I would like that.
I would like to see that a lot.
I love seeing the Cruiserweight title main event the show.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic.
I like that a lot.
That was really good. Yeah, that was a really good match. Kushida did what he had to do. really locked in that hoverboard lock really hard towards
Yeah.
the end. I like the sort of like Northern Light suplex that was like with the hoverboard lock. I don't know what he
that
calls
that
it.
was cool.
That was a really cool pinning combination. And then
You know, I always think about that little like like the little hover lock takeover little move he does like on the guys on the top rope. How did he do that without like ripping the dude's arm out? I feel like my arm would just fall out of his fucking socket.
it might
Just
might
might.
happen one day. Shit. Like the
Also-
hoverboard lock Spanish fly is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's terrifying, bro.
Mhm.
Also, I love the little spot where like Vic Joseph, I'm gonna call him Vic Mensa, when Vic Joseph was like yelling at the production truck to like not go to break yet because Kushida put in the fucking arm bar.
That was hard.
That was cool. I like that. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic. I like that moment a lot. Who do you think is next for Kushida? I would, because honestly, I would like to see some of these 205 guys.
I would think there's mad niggas on 205 Live
Yeah,
chilling, doing nothing,
right?
trusting each other over and over.
I would say like I do like Tony Nese. So I was just like have him come through for a couple matches. Akira Tozawa, I like him as well.
Yeah, get ready to Tozawa. Man, fuck it. Just bring Ricochet down, man. Fuck it. Just bring Ricochet down. He ain't doing shit.
Man. Apparently he's having the best matches on Earth on Main Event on Hulu.
Look, that's
I'm not
for
watching that
Justin.
shit,
That's for Justin to mute. I already watched Dark. You're not getting me to watch Main Event.
Yeah, I'm not watching.
Now you know what though, low key, I might watch the matches when I hear they're really good, so I might actually watch them. But yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not that dedicated. What else that we have to talk about that we haven't? Oh, Hit Row. These niggas are swaggerless, but I did like this. I like this promo a lot, man.
This monkey swaggerless
dog. The fits that Adonis and Top Dollar had.
Well, look, Adonis has been wearing bad fits for about 2 years now, so I'm not even however long he's been in the company. He's been fit he's been bad.
Like old nigga trying to dress like a young nigga, like
yeah, AJ Francis, that looks ridiculous, bro. The hat with the dollar bill on it.
The hat, my thing is it's the vest with the red shirt that has all the words on
it. The fake Supreme.
Yeah. Just draw some bread on some like fly shit or get a stylist, you feel me?
I mean, look,
swagless sign. I thought what's her name? B Fab? I thought she looked nice. Swerve looked cool as well.
I need to find her Instagram. But,
I got you. Adonis and Top Dollar, they needed they needed their swag up, man.
How do you feel about
their
Top Dollar's little battle rap bars he had going off? Because that's what it sounded like.
Hey, that nigga got bars, man. Shit. The motherfuckers in what's that dude in the Acclaim?
Max?
Dog. Shitted on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cause let's be honest, rhyming is hard. Rhyming in a promo is very hard. And he did it effortlessly. I don't care who the fuck wrote it. I thought it was hard.
I didn't like it.
What? I thought it was hard.
No, that shit was whack.
Shit, I thought that shit was better than a lot of stuff, other raps that I heard. And like the bar is low, but like, I thought it was cool.
The bar is very low.
I thought it was cool that everybody was like rapping. It was like a very hip hop sort of thing. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. I don't know about. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance, but this wasn't the best first impression for me.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was nice. We'll see how they all come off as a collective because Swerve is the only wrestler in it. In my eyes.
No, Adonis been working. He's been working 205 for a while now, so he's been working. I mean, I don't know if he's good. He's there.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm not watching 205.
I'm not either. But I'm just saying, Adonis has been active.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an active competitor. I know that. I think he got demolished by Karrion Kross not too long ago.
He's had one NXT match. Yeah, it was against Karrion Kross.
Yeah. So sold that really well. But B-Fab, she's not had a match. Top Dollar doesn't have a match. I don't think he's gonna have a match at any point. I think he's really just gonna be muscle for the most part.
For sure. That's so. I didn't realize he was the guy from The Most Wanted Treasure until like after the show. I was like, oh, that's the same dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he mentions A&E, and then I was just like, oh shit.
That's the dude.
And then he also mentioned Double XL, and I was just like, I probably gotta ask Robbie about that one because I was just
Was
like,
he in that?
I was just like, hey, the fuck, he was on Double
Well,
XL.
he was in the NFL, so I mean, I don't see why not. So,
but yeah, that is it for NXT. I thought it was just a okay episode. Nothing inherently bad on the show. So let's get into some quick hits. Ted DiBiase spends $20 million on a house. And
hey, I want to stop the cap right now. I know damn well Cameron Grimes didn't make $8 million off GameStop stock.
Yeah,
let's stop the cap. He ain't got no $8 million. Look,
the peak is like the bid started out too high.
and you know he invested in some dog coin, and we see what dog coin doing.
Yeah.
Look, I already know. Look, stop the cap, man. You ain't got $8 million.
Like I know damn well Cameron Grimes didn't have all that money, and then what is it? Ted DiBiase paid like 10 times the original bid when Cameron Grimes most likely would have tapped out at 10 million.
You think Ted DiBiase had 20 mil? You think
no.
even I'm talking about even like kayfabe Ted DiBiase had 20 mil.
He is the $1 million man, but not a multi-million dollar. So that's how I'm feeling. And I don't I wonder
we keep asking every week where this is going.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Like, well, like,
I don't care no more.
Okay, rather than like, what is it leading to? How does this end?
That too.
Like, I will rephrase the question to be like, how does it end? Because like, it's not going to end in a match.
I hope it does. I really hope it does.
Is it going to keep going until Cameron Grimes goes broke? Because
he's trying to keep up.
Yeah, but like he's trying to keep up, but he hasn't bought anything. So like, how is he losing the money?
I don't know.
Like,
dog coin, bro.
Okay, so when he's in the jewelry store, he doesn't buy the watch because Ted DiBiase shits on him. I would say the most money he has wasted was on the renting the booth at the club, which he could have got his money back.
Should have.
And then he didn't buy the house, so he still has all that money that he was gonna bid with.
You think he did the PPP scam?
Oh, come on, you already know, man.
You already know.
What is it? Let check the website. Cameron Grimes got the Hellcat Me PPP.
What do you think his propriety was? What do you think it was? What was he doing? What was the excuse?
Dog, I can't think of it. I don't want to give anybody ideas. Don't do PPP scam, man. Oh my fucking lord.
Oh man.
So Gargano and Bronson Reed are gonna have a cage match. I think that should be nice, and I definitely think this is where Bronson Reed should win it.
Absolutely.
And then, like, cause one half of the way already has some success, so I think they can. Yeah, I think they could go without. MSK versus Breezango. When I saw the clip, I was just like, "Oh, they're wrestling El Gato del Fantasma," because they have like the black and like purplish gear too. Yeah. And also, I didn't recognize Tyler Breeze because like his hair is normally like really blonde, but like it's kind of like brown now.
Stop dyeing it. Good for him.
Yeah. Letting it go on natural.
He wants to be generic wrestler so bad, bro.
he's just living it, bro.
He's so tenured now. He don't even care no more. He's like, whatever.
I'm on the show and I'm getting paid. I get the wrestle.
I mean, I ain't keeping the gimmick no more.
Yeah, and then so I thought the match was very fine, and I wanted to talk about the ref spot that had everybody really, really bothered.
Were people bothered by that?
Yeah, I saw like a what is it, WWE botch account? Like it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be the counter to AEW botches.
Oh, brother.
And then I'm just like, so you guys are complaining about the referee doing a perfect leapfrog sequence.
First of all, literally every single indie show I've ever seen in my life has had that spot in it at some point.
Or like the ref just doing something crazy.
Yeah, that's like literally the indie shit you love.
Yeah, and then I saw a lot of people, because I didn't know this, but like people are really bothered by AEW refs,
Why?
and they felt like they're too extravagant, or like they're too part of the show, or they take away a lot of the focus in the match.
I've never been distracted by a referee. Aubrey Edwards, I barely noticed she's even there until this.
And Aubrey Edwards is the person that really gets a lot of that complaints. I think she like broke up there was a near fall, and then she made like an OMG face, and everybody was like, "Oh, look at her trying to like get herself over." And I was just like, "Motherfucker, she's just excited. Like she probably likes wrestling like the rest of us do. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Who wasn't there a referee that was like really known for that? Like, what's it dude? Was it dude from Chikara? What's his name? Bryce Remsburg.
Oh yeah,
wasn't he known for that? Like he would like pop for shit all the time when something happened in the ring. Who cares? I don't know about it.
He did a lot of that. He does a lot of that for GCW as well.
Yeah,
I think he's worse about it than Aubrey Edwards.
Oh no, he'll like do like a backflip or something when somebody does like a pile driver. He like freaks out.
People are also like talking about like Rick Knox, and I was just like, dog, Rick Knox is too old to be like going fucking crazy. Like he is a ref of refs, bro.
I saw Rick Knox do a tope con hilo in a match before. So look, I don't know.
You know what? My bad, OG.
I saw that man do a tope con hilo.
My bad, OG.
To the Young Bucks.
Yeah, but like
in the middle of a match.
I'm not really distracted by any of these refs. I think that the only like stuff that bothers me that refs do is when they're brawling on the outside and they're not counting. Yeah. Like a lot of the Darby Allin and Miro match, like they were brawling for like a lot of that match after the bell rung, and the ref is not counting.
That's another one of those like PWG thing they adopted. Like the title matches are like really, really, really laxed rules.
Yeah, very,
like
very
super
lenient.
Like super lax. Like they barely like it's damn near no DQ. New Japan, I mean, New Japan does it a lot too.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not a really big fan of like a lot of the New Japan stuff.
Yeah.
What is it when Ibushi and Ishii had that match, and then Ibushi like flipped off over the balcony again?
Yeah,
motherfucker, he is dragging Ishii a whole mile, and then the ref doesn't even entertain counting, and he doesn't even start counting until they get up after the fucking moonsault off the balcony.
Yeah. Shit, Chris Jericho literally punched the referee in his face and then kept the match. The match just kept going like it was nothing.
Like Red Shoes gets assaulted all the time, and he's just like whatever.
Get ass beat.
So like when refs are like extremely lenient, that's like the only time where I'm
bothers
like, all right, come on, man, what the fuck?
You know what bothers me? Speaking of AEW, because I expect more from AEW when it comes to that. The distracted ref thing, like when Gallows was on the apron for the whatever
he was just talking.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, come on now. Like, I expect that.
I hate that. I don't like that.
I don't like when WWE does it, but it's just been a WWE staple forever. Like, I think they're stuck in their ways with that one, but like AEW, you guys don't need to do that. That's lazy.
Probably another thing that I don't like really enjoy.
Yeah, it's super lazy. They didn't used to do that, so I'm kind of scared they're falling into old wrestling tropes, like the foreign heel. Like I'm like they're starting to concern me. Like they're starting to fall into those tropes, and I don't want AEW to do that because I expect more from them because
they are the alternative.
Yeah, that's what they told us. We're not doing that bullshit, and then they're doing that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Even the bubbly truck. You know what I mean?
They recreated the Attitude Era thing, and I was just like, okay, so I thought y'all not making your own moments, y'all just recreating old ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean to harp back on AEW, but
no, it's fine. And then also just another thing about the spot, they were like talking about the Dakota Kai and Mercedes Martinez like botch where she tried to like slide under and like Dakota kind of just like fell awkwardly.
I don't know that.
I don't even remember that shit happening either. But if we want to like, if motherfuckers want to do the let's compare, I think that bump that Tay Conti did to the enhancement talent on Dark is way worse. Like it might have got executed perfectly, but that lady was writhing in pain
Look,
in a very
I mean,
low stakes match.
that was my thing. I whatever. You want to take that bump? Cool, whatever. Why are you doing it for YouTube, bro? I'm not doing that for YouTube.
Yeah, like
We had this discussion before about what I'm willing to do in front of a crowd and what I'm willing to do
and,
for fucking YouTube.
and I get it. And I get it because like you're a younger talent, you don't want to like say no because like you want to like come off as a certain way, but like the way that she just like winces like her back, like that shit hurt. And also I think that spot is very stupid too. The top rope senton thing.
Yeah, people are trying to compare it to like Sasha Banks when she does her little knee thing, but
the,
it's not even
the knee
close
thing
to
looks
that.
the knee thing looks way safer.
Yeah, it's not even comparable. I don't think so.
And then just going back to the match, I thought Breezango versus MSK was fine.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, it was a very fine match. I thought it was cool. MSK is really great. And then the last quick hit would be Zoe Stark and Tony Storm still got beef, so they're probably gonna have the rematch at In Your House or probably like the week before it.
Yeah, it'll be like the main event the week before.
Yeah, and then we'll see whatever the fuck happens there.
Where's Xia Li?
Shit, she's smoking the pack with whatever that lady name is. I forgot what her name is.
Tian Sha, or is that the name of the group?
Oh shit! Now you done confused.
I
didn't even know. I didn't even know the group had a name.
It's like Tian Sha.
But yeah, that's it. That is it for NXT. That is it for us. Follow us on Twitter at H_visibility. Quan at the comeback spot. The A Show RNC. We have a Patreon account that you can subscribe to. It's only $5, and you get this show early. You get some other exclusive content. You get exclusive content.
Exclusive.
You get spot callers again. Spot callers is no longer free. Sorry about that. And we're going to be talking about Lucha Underground, Ultima Lucha 2, I believe.
I don't remember if I saw that or not.
I haven't seen Ultima Lucha 2. I'll say. I think I fell off of Lucha Underground
after season 1. I was kind of, but I did come back for
Swerve. It was that's the match that we will be watching.
Okay, that match was that's how you never seen that before?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh man, yeah, that's a it's a good match.
Yeah, so me and Justin are going to talk about that. That should be really fun. Dion and Chan, they talk about the Diesel and Shawn Michaels documentary that came out. Yeah, just and there'll be more stuff like that in the future.
Oh yeah.
So that is it from us. See you guys next week. Be safe.